Territorial Cup, a prized possession for both the Cats and the Devils, but only one gets to take this rivalry hardware home, and it's time to find out if we'll bear down or forks up. Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Arizona Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Sun Devils offense will have the football first. Arizona State squeaked by in a tight one in the last Territorial Cup meeting.
Yeah, you can say squeak by, but they don't give a mess, right? Like, all you want to do in these rivalry games and these big battles is find a way to win, and the Sun Devils did that in the last meeting.
You're right, David. Historically, these two teams play late in the year, and it just drives momentum into the offseason for the winning team. That was ASU the last time.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum.
On the double.
From the gun, the ground game. Knocked off his feet. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Sun Devils tried to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They've been running it, but now the pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Levitt. Grabbed in the middle, it's Alexander. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. So Arizona's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. The first time the Sun Devils and the Wildcats met, Arizona wasn't even a state yet. It was 1899.
Reese Davis, a college football aficionado and a history buff, too. Great history between these two schools there.
Yeah, and it goes back, obviously, that long. So many classes, so much hatred. It's beautiful when rivalries really matter, and it matters to the people in Arizona.
Here's a heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Catch in the middle, it's Alexander. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some...
Breaks into the open. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Sun Devils really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, going to the air. Short gain on the completion. Good footwork. Gets him the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, in-state rivalries are always so rich, and this Clemson-South Carolina feud is no different. Let's take a look at what went down in today's edition. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, although nothing compares to a top 5 duel. A revealing outcome with massive implications, man.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Smith wants to throw. Hauls it in. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that's in Arizona.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can...
Found the seam on the back. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And that is such great execution by this offense. Third down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Smith dropping to pass. The throw. They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Arizona has it in the red zone. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy. He gets a hand on it. That's a live ball.
Yeah, you saw how they just overloaded the left-hand side that time. They were able to overwhelm the offensive line, get in the backfield, and then get their paws up to block that kick.
To the air on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. On the move is the 30. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Might be changing the route. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught. There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. The Sun Devils in the hurry up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Give to the back. Fighting off the defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air, it's Levitt. Got his man out of the backfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. The throw to the outside is complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Smith wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Butler. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now on first down from the 40. They'll give it to the back. Makes it past the marker. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Sun Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind them. Nice job.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Udo. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Richardson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. To the air on 2nd down. He's looking deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Arizona. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the 2nd half.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Dumps it to the back. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Final seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to put up 3. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, the Territorial Cup rivalry is among the most bitter in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Arizona and Arizona State plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They got a lot done through the air in the 1st half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Smith dropping to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. Power football with the run. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It'll be a draw. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Line gets set, first down. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wide open downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pulls it and fires to the left. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
And the Wildcats have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Smith wants to throw. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Looking to convert, Arizona comes to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Wildcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
Took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Sun Devils just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Got it in the middle, it's Moss. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. And the Sun Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Smith dropping to pass. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Arizona runs out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll send the back in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Alexander. Breaks into the open. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the slide.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the game.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line as he made some hay after picking off that pass. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got the quick pass. Got some room to run. Smashes through the tackle. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Arizona right back to the line.
Man, that is just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up the big play. And listen, that was a contested catch, but we got to get guys on the ground. Can't give up explosive. Let that clock tick and preserve the lead.
Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defenses have got to play with great eye discipline, especially when you're facing teams that will run the jet sweep. You've got to be able to locate the football extremely quickly, and defense did not do a good job of it that time.
Finds his man. It's Richardson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hunter.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Working that left side now. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to sneak it. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. We'll see a lot of games that...
There he goes! Past the sticks, and he may get more. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the Sun Devils, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Here's the handoff. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A first down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Fires to the big fella. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Smith wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. Powers through. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Wants to keep it in the air. Dances away to buy time. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Caught on the outside. It's Richardson. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Ferguson. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. So the latest edition of the Duel in the Desert in the books, and Arizona State will take home college football's oldest rivalry trophy. Thanks Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.